Welcome back to my English practice podcast. My name is Ellie, and I'm really happy you're here today. Stay until the end because today we are going to learn how to converse in English, and we are going to do it in a very natural way. We will focus more on the past tense so you can start talking about your life, your day, and your experience with more confidence. And before we begin, please help me a lot by leaving a like or a comment. It really supports this English practice podcast, helps it grow, and helps it reach more people who want to learn English, just like you. All right, let's start. Today, I want to tell you a real life style story using past tense. And while you listen, I want you to notice how the sentences flow. You don't need to stop and analyze every word. Just listen and try to understand the meaning. This story is about a day that reminded me why learning English is possible for everyone if you don't give up. Yesterday was one of those days where I felt busy, but also proud of myself. I woke up a little earlier than usual. I didn't feel super energetic at first, but I told myself I'm going to have a good day. So I got out of bed, made my coffee, and opened my notebook. I wrote down a few goals for the day. Nothing crazy, just simple goals. I wanted to work, and I wanted to practice English content, and I wanted to do something healthy too. After I drank my coffee, I got ready and left the house. The weather looked nice, so I decided to take a short walk before I started working. While I walked, I listened to an English audio on my phone. Something slow. I didn't understand every single word, but I understood the main idea. And I remember thinking, that's exactly how my students feel. Because when you're learning, you catch the message first, and the details come later. When I got back home, I sat down at my table and I started planning my lessons for the day. I wrote a few phrases that people use in real life conversations, and I practiced saying them out loud. Then something happened that made my day more interesting. Around noon, I went to the store to buy a few things. I didn't buy a lot, just water, fruit, and a few things for the house. The store wasn't too crowded, but there were enough people to make it feel busy. I grabbed a basket, walked through the aisles, and picked what I needed. Then I went to the checkout line. In front of me, there was an older man. He looked a little confused. He was holding a few items, but he kept looking around like he was not sure what to do. Then he turned to me and asked me something very simple. He said, "Excuse me, do you know if this line is open?" I smiled and said, "Yes, it's open." He looked relieved. "Oh, okay, thank you," I said. "No problem." Then he looked at my basket and asked, "Are those apples good?" I laughed a little and said, "Yes, they're really good." He smiled. I wanted to buy fruit, but I didn't know what to choose. I said, "These apples are sweet, and the bananas are good too." He nodded slowly. "Okay, I'll get apples next time." And then, right there in the store, we started having a small conversation. Nothing big, just a simple conversation. He asked, "Do you work around here?" I said, "I live close, but I work online." He said, "Oh, online? That's nice." I said, "Yes, it helps. I teach English." When I said that, he looked surprised. "You teach English?" he asked. I said, "Yes, I teach English to Spanish speakers." He smiled and said, "That's wonderful. I see many people trying to learn English. No, it's not easy, but it is possible." Then he said something that stayed in my mind. He said, "When I was young, I learned English by working. I didn't study in a classroom. I learned by talking to people. I listened carefully." He continued, I made many mistakes, but I didn't stop. I just kept trying. And when he said that, I felt motivated because that is exactly what I tell you all the time. I smiled and said, "That's the best way. Real life is the best classroom." He nodded and said, "Yes, if you practice every day, you improve." I said, "Exactly." Then it was his turn to pay. He paid, grabbed his bag, and before he left, he turned around and said, "Thank you for being kind." That surprised me a little. I said, "Of course. Have a great day." He smiled and said, "You too." He walked away, and I stood there for a second, thinking about that moment. It was a small conversation, but it was real. And it reminded me of something important. English is not only about tests. It's about connection. It's about speaking to people. It's about simple moments. After I paid for my groceries, I walked back to my car. On the way, I thought about my students. I thought about you, and I imagined you in the same situation. Maybe you are in a store and someone asks you a simple question like, "Is this line open?" And maybe you feel nervous. Maybe you think, "What do I say?" But the truth is, you can answer. You can say, "Yes, it's open." Yes, it's open. You can say, "No, it's closed." You can say, "I'm not sure." Simple. Then maybe they ask, "Are those apples good?" You can say, "Yes, they're good." Or, "I don't know." Or, "I haven't tried them." Simple. That's how confidence grows. One small moment at a time. When I got home, I put everything away. Then I sat down again and I worked on my English content. But I felt more motivated than before because I remembered that English is meant to be used. Later that evening, I thought about the man at the store again. I thought about what he said. He learned by working, by talking, by trying, and by not giving up. And I want you to remember that too, because if you feel stuck right now, it doesn't mean you can't learn. It just means you need more practice, and you are practicing now. So let me give you a few past tense sentences from today's story that you can remember. These are natural and useful. Yesterday, I woke up early. I made coffee. I went for a walk. I listened to English. I didn't understand everything, but I understood the main idea. I went to the store. I talked to someone in line. He asked me a question and I answered. I felt motivated. I went home and kept practicing. And here are few simple past tense questions you can use in real life. How was your day? What did you do today? Where did you go? Who did you talk to? What happened? If you can answer those questions, you can talk about your life in English. And that's the goal. Thank you for staying with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and comment. It really helps this podcast grow and reach more people. And if you are not subscribed yet, subscribe so you don't miss our daily English practice. I'm Ellie, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!